I wear a mask because
I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask because
I wear a mask to protect my special child.
I wear a mask because I want to protect myself, my co-workers, and my clients. Nagsusulot ako ng mask para suportahan ang sarong COVID-free na komunidad.
I wear a mask because my child still can't.
magsuot kog mask aron dili ko matakdan ug dili pug ko makatakod sa uban.
Nagsuot ako ng mask para iwas sa virus.
I wear a mask because I want to be part of the solution and I care.
I wear a mask because I want to protect myself, my family, and others. And loving is caring.
Nagsulot ako ng mask kay gusto ko na mahunong ang pandemic.
I wear a mask because palangga ko kamo.
I wear a mask because it's an act of justice. Nagsuot ko og mask tungod kay mask, mag-alay sa kapwa. Mask, mag-atiman sa katawhan.
Nagsuksok ako sang mask para malikawan ang paglabta sa COVID virus.
I wear a mask because I want to live longer and serve more people.
I wear a mask because I care and it works.
I wear a mask because bilang proteksyon sa mga mahal ko sa buhay.
Nag-ausar ako sang mask hindi lang para sa kaugalingon ko kundi para sa iban.
I wear a mask because prevention is better than cure.
I wear a mask because it's a mask.
Isang paalala mula sa Caritas, Philippines.
I wear a mask because
I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask because
I wear a mask to protect my special child.
I wear a mask because I want to protect myself, my co-workers, and my clients. Nagsusulot ako ng mask para suportahan ang sarong COVID-free na komunidad.
I wear a mask because my child still can't.
magsuot kog mask aron dili ko matakdan ug dili pug ko makatakod sa uban.
Nagsuot ako ng mask para iwas sa virus.
I wear a mask because I want to be part of the solution and I care.
I wear a mask because I want to protect myself, my family, and others. And loving is caring.
Nagsulot ako ng mask kay gusto ko na mahunong ang pandemic.
I wear a mask because palangga ko kamo.
I wear a mask because it's an act of justice. Nagsuot ko og mask tungod kay mask, mag-alay sa kapwa. Mask, mag-atiman sa katawhan.
Nagsuksok ako sang mask para malikawan ang paglabta sa COVID virus.
I wear a mask because I want to live longer and serve more people.
I wear a mask because I care.
I wear a mask because bilang proteksyon sa mga mahal ko sa buhay.
Nag-ausar ako sang mask hindi lang para sa kaugalingon ko kundi para sa iban.
I wear a mask because prevention is better than cure.
I wear a mask because it's a mask.
Isang paalala mula sa Philippines.
I wear a mask because
I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask because
I wear a mask to protect my special child.
I wear a mask because I want to protect myself, my co-workers, and my clients. Nagsusulot ako ng mask para suportahan ang sarong COVID-free na komunidad.
I wear a mask because my child still can't.
magsuot kog mask aron dili ko matakdan ug dili pug ko makatakod sa uban.
Nagsuot ako ng mask para iwas sa virus.
I wear a mask because I want to be part of the solution and I care.
I wear a mask because I want to protect myself, my family, and others. And loving is caring.
Nagsulod ako ng mask kay gusto ko na mahunong ang pandemic.
I wear a mask because palangga ko kamo.
I wear a mask because it's an act of justice. Nagsuot ko og mask tungod kay mask, mag-alay sa kapwa. Mask, mag-atiman sa katawhan.
Nagsuksok ako sang mask para malikawan ang paglabta sang COVID virus.
I wear a mask because I want to live longer and serve more people.
I wear a mask because I care and it works.
I wear a mask because bilang proteksyon sa mga mahal ko sa buhay.
Nagausara ko sang mask hindi lang para sa kaugalingon ko kundi para sa iban.
I wear a mask because prevention is better than cure.
I wear a mask because it's a mask.
Isang paalala mula sa Caritas, Philippines.
Ating Alay Kapwa Program sa panahon ng kalamidad gaya ng bagyo, lindol, at iba pang paghihirap sa buhay ng ating mga kapatid, ang Alay Kapwa Program ng ating simbahan ay laging handang tumulong at tumugon. Kamakailan lamang po, tayo ay naglaan ng 5 million pesos para sa kindness stations or community pantries ng mga social action centers ng 50 dioceses sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ito po ay galing sa inyong mga donations na pakunti-kunting ibinigay sa pamamagitan ng ating panawagan dito sa ABS-CBN. Kapwa ko, pananagutan ko.
Because we know how much you wanted to get the right information, we give it to you right here. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Accessible through your YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Caritas News on the go.
Good morning from the Research and Advocacy Office of Caritas Philippines. I'm Jean Ray Henderson and this is Caritas News on the Go. The USAP is officially on. The partnership between the Philippine National Police, Caritas Philippines, and other faith-based organizations called Ugnayan ng Simbahan at Pulisya was formally signed as June 28, 2021. Bishop Onesto Ongchoko of the Diocese of Cubao and one of the members of the Board of Trustees of the Episcopal Commission on Social Action, Justice, and Peace, and Father Tony Labiao, the Executive Secretary of Caritas Philippines, were among the signatories of the Memorandum of Agreement.
For giving us the privilege to be one of in the USAP, Ugnayan ng Simbahan at Pulisya, whose main aim is to establish a collaboration between PNP and the churches for building peace in the community and also to take part in the moral and psycho-spiritual nourishment of our PNP personnel and their families. We aim at the development and attend to the welfare of our people. Kaya makakaasa po kayo sa amin At muli, salamat po sa pagkakataon ito na mag-synergize tayo para sa kapakanan ng lahat.
Police Brigadier General Reverend Father Jason Ortizo, the Director of PNP Chaplain Service, also stressed the importance of such partnership in ensuring the ongoing formation of the Philippine National Police personnel.
Thank you for giving us the privilege and opportunity to be one of
to strengthen this endeavor. Yes, the sign between your bishops or the Caritas, the Imam Council of the Philippines, the National Council of Churches in the Philippines, and the Philippine Council of Evangelical Churches. Sooner or later, what we now undertake in line with the intensified cleanliness policy of the People's Chief would lead the entire PNP organization to a God-centered, service-oriented, and family-based public servants.
Just like that here, we have the support of the people that we serve. That is why, through this advocacy support group and force multiplier, magiging dugtungan ito ngayon ng ating pagnanais maglingkod sa ating bayan tungo sa ating mga kababayan mismo na talaga magkakaisa para sa ating tinutulong ng kapayapaan at development. With your presence this morning, with your assistance and show of trust to your PNP, this only inspire us to work further to provide our kababayan with the kind of law enforcement they deserve. Mga pulis na malinis, kagalang-galang at mapagkakatiwalaan, mga pulis na kayo lapitan sa anumang oras ng pangailangan, mga pulis na handang tumulong kanino man, mga pulis na kaya ipaglaban ang karapatan ng bawat mamayan, at higit sa lahat, mga pulis na may integridad at respeto sa batas.
On another news, following the signing of the Memorandum of Cooperation between the Diocese of Novaliches with Unilab Incorporated, the Quezon City Government, and Far Eastern University Hospital, Caritas Philippines is looking forward to fostering a more formal partnership with the Department of Health to nationalize the campaign to assist the national government in the vaccination rollout. In a meeting with the representatives of the State's Health Department, Caritas Philippines stressed that the Catholic Church has been offering its facilities, volunteers, and other services to help in the national vaccination program. Caritas News on the Go will be right back after these reminders.
Because we know how much you wanted to get the right information, we give it to you right here. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Accessible through your YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Caritas News on the go.
Good morning once again, and this is Caritas News on the Go. The Taal volcano yesterday was placed under alert level 3 following a 5-minute phreatomagmatic eruption, or an explosion that happens when new magma interacts with water. Days after the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology recorded an increasing levels of sulfur dioxide emissions from the volcano's main crater. To share with us ongoing updates and stories on how the Catholic Church, especially in the Archdiocese of Lipa, started evacuating affected families and serving them, we have the Director of Lipa Archdiocesan Social Action Center, Father Jazz Siapco. Good morning, Father Jazz, and welcome to the program once again. Natulog na po ba kayo? Nakapagpahinga na?
Good morning, Miss Jing, sa mga kasama natin na naririto ngayon. Good morning, everyone. Ito, medyo alert na naman tayo. Yesterday, we had, actually, 1 week before the eruption that happened yesterday, I already called for a code blue. Meaning, when we say code blue, 50% of all the preparations, logistical preparations, have to be done. And in fact, days before nitong pumutok na ang vulkan, I could claim na iba talaga ang handa. Iba ang nakapaghanda, iba ang mayroong mechanism, hindi masyadong stressful. No? So yesterday, a little bit, sabihin natin, medyo prepared na ang lasak when the Taal once again had the phreatomagmatic.
Yes. Opo, Father, with regards to the preparations that you're doing,
ito po yung Caritas.
Okay, would like to request, okay. We would like to know, Father, sinabi ninyo kanina na you prepared already with almost everything, ano po, because you did not really stop doing response, especially for the Taal volcano survivors natin. So, since yesterday, what has been happening na po, and then how are we responding?
Okay. Yesterday, nung pumutok noong 3:16, no? So I immediately convened my staff. We went on red alert yesterday. So all our efforts are focused on the Taal volcano eruption. We have stockpiled around 1,200 food items and non-food items already, ready for distribution. They are all bound. And we have 5,095 ready for N95 masks ready for distribution. At uunahin namin siyempre yung mga area ng mga apektado. Specifically, yung mga barangays na high risk, ng Laurel at Agoncillo. May mga parishes na rin na nag-open ng kanilang mga parishes for evacuations ng mga parokya o ng mga parokyano. At specifically yung parokya ng Agoncillo, parokya ng Birhen Medalla Milagrosa, sila ay nag-open na ng kanilang simbahan aside from the LGU who opened also their facilities for evacuation.
Okay, so in a sense, we really are apt and providing already the services that we have been doing to the affected population po ano. So pero Father, I remember we have talked about this already in the previous interviews that we had with you. Pero just to make sure and to drive home the point, how are we ensuring that physical distancing and adherence to other COVID protocols are being done, especially in the evacuation centers that we manage?
Yeah. Well, meron kaming mga pin-repair na ng mga evacuation plans at contingencies in coordination with the LGUs of the towns around Taal Volcano. At kasama din doon yung kanilang mga safety precautions kung paano magkakaroon ng ma-ensure yung health protocols, distancing. Sabi ng mga mayors namin, mahirap itong i-implement. Pero the most they can do is they are providing an isolation place if ever meron na silang mga nakikita sa entrance pa lang na mga sabihin nating kahina-hina posible na makasakit nito, no? So meron na silang isolation facilities. On the part of the church and of the archdiocese, handa kami tulad ng promise ng lahat ng aming school superintendents and directors na lahat ng Catholic schools dito sa Archdiocese will be opened and will become an additional evacuation center. Jing, noong pumutok ang bulkan noong 2020, we have identified around 220 evacuation centers all over Batangas. Pero hindi noong panahon ng pandemic. This time, we have to decongest those evacuation centers, meaning we have to multiply it with another 100%. So meaning we have to double the number of evacuation centers that we will be needing. And to assure maximum or strict health protocols, in our guidelines that we have sent to all the parishes and all the schools, implement namin ito. Kung ang isang school, ang isang classroom or isang facility, ang isang classroom should only accommodate maximum of 20 persons. And we will strictly abide with that because or else there will be a great possibility or probability ng outbreak ng COVID-19.
Yes, kasi we really wanted to be able to really not only complement but help the government in ensuring that we won't be doubling the cases of COVID-19, especially po in Batangas. You're still part of the bubble, kaya kailangan na we adhere to this one. Father, another thing is, ano yung mga urgent needs ngayon that maybe the church, we have the resources but baka kinakailangan natin ng complementation, especially doon sa mga pag-respond natin sa mga nasa evacuation centers?
Yeah, right now, as far as our coordination this morning sa mga LGUs at sa mga evacuation centers na meron na tayo, available naman ang mga pagkain. So, that is still being managed right now. Pero ang talagang malaking need natin is N95 mask. So, hindi ordinary mask, hindi surgical mask. N95 because hindi talaga kakayanin yung amoy asupre, sulfur dioxide sa mga area na ito. Even kahit dito, nasa Lipa City na kami, amoy mo yun. Kami naka-N95 na rin. So, inaasahan namin yung initial naming 5,095. So kung ano man ang kailangan na hinihingi namin ngayon, I guess it would be N95 mask.
Salamat po for stressing that out, Father. Another thing is that papaano ngayon yung coordination natin with the government agencies and of course the DOH para lang masiguro natin na there's no overlap and all the needs are being attended to?
Well, we have made already a coordination with the provincial government. Kami ay nag-usap na pagdating sa rescue, it will not be our part, it will be yours. We will abide. Alam ko, kayo ang prepare dyan. We will only be augmenting the government effort. Actually, lagi namin sinasabi, Bagamat ang gagamitin nating mechanism is hindi yung LGU, kundi of course yung mga parishes natin. Pero each parish priest is asked to coordinate and closely coordinate with their LGU in their locality.
Okay. Last, Father, in the question, President Duterte yesterday downplayed yung sitwasyon dyan sa Taal and then sa Batangas. How are you, kung ikaw ang makikipag-usap ngayon po sa mga tao, lalong-lalo na sa mga tao dyan sa Batangas po and then the whole Philippines, how would you like the situation in Batangas be communicated?
Well, I would simply tell them it is difficult when you are in the ground. It is difficult that you are the one experiencing how it feels, how your respiratory system might be affected. Pinag-uusapan namin kahapon ito ng mga doktor, no? Mga kaibigan. Posible kasi sa sitwasyon ng sulfur dioxide na naranasan dito, unang tatamaan respiratory system mo. Kapag tinamaan yan, babagsak yung system mo and therefore you will be more susceptible to COVID-19. So I don't think we don't have to downplay the situation. We really have to take into consideration the situation on the ground.
Yeah. Maraming salamat, Father Jazz Shopko, for sharing with us again your time, and then of course for providing us with the information kung ano na yung ginagawa ngayon ng LASAC and then the whole Archdiocese of Lipa in our response to Taal volcano affected communities. Maraming salamat.
Yes, of course, in behalf of the Archbishop of Lipa, Most Reverend Gilbert A. Garcera, he wishes to extend his gratitude, of course, to Caritas Philippines, to NASA Caritas Philippines, and all our stakeholders for the extension of all your help and assistance that you made to the Archdiocese of Lipa. As early as now, we would like to say thank you.
Thank you so much, Father. And of course, again, the assurance from Caritas Philippines, especially from Bishop Colin Bagaforo, has been asking kumusta ang Lipa, anong nangyayari sa kanila, and then our humanitarian unit, humanitarian program office head by Ms. Jeannie Coriano has been really providing updates with us and all with the Social Action Network as to what's happening in Lipa and with Taal. Maraming salamat.
Siguro worth mentioning also before we end this, no? We have our facilities right now. We always have the live update on what is happening to the Taal volcano. No, meron kaming CCTV na nakatutok na for the Taal volcano. So since kahapon, kagabi, ngayon naka-live feed ito.
Yes, yun nga, Father, we would like to also congratulate you for really providing us a real-time information, blow-by-blow information about how the Taal is behaving at the moment, especially since yesterday. So congratulations po for doing such a wonderful work, especially for mobilizing as soon as possible that you have heard about the 5-minute eruption. You were able to really, within parang flick of a finger, you were able to mobilize everything na and then make get everybody to work. Maraming salamat po.
Since yesterday, we already reactivated our Malasakit para sa Batangas Command Center.
Yes, congratulations once again, Father. And we are hoping that this will not escalate into something bigger than what happened previously. Yes, opo. Maraming salamat, and we are again praying for your safety and for your health. Thank you so much po, mga kababayan. Nakasama po natin si Father Jazz Shopko, ang Director ng Archdiocesan Social Action Center ng Archdiocese ng Lipa. On another news, Isang Tinig, Isang Lahi Live Aid Philippines concert is all set for tomorrow, July 3 and July 4, 2021. That's Saturday and Sunday. Isang Tinig, Isang Lahi Live Aid Philippines is produced by the Filipino-American Voices United, presented by Caritas Philippines. The proceeds of the concert will be used to fund COVID responses of Caritas Philippines and 4 other faith-based organizations and foundations in the country. Get your free tickets at ktx.ph website. We are back with Caritas Philippines, and this time we are being joined by our stay-in guest for Caritas Philippines from the DOH Metro Manila Center for Health Development. Our Regional Director, Dr. Gloria Balboa, is here with us. Good morning, Dr. Gloria, and welcome once again po sa Caritas News on the Go.
Yes, magandang umaga sa iyo at sa ating lahat ng nakikinig, no? At yun nga, so kinahu tayo dito, and it's really our honor and pleasure to always be part of this kasi ang laking tulong po ng yung programa sa amin po sa Department of Health dito sa NCR. Thank you po.
Yes. Opo, Dr. Gloria Balboa, alam ko Nutrition Month, July na ngayon, ano po, today we are starting off with the celebration of the Nutrition Month. Pero balikan ko lang po kanina doon sa Taal, ano po, kasi bumuga ng bumuga at saka sinasabi po na umaabot na ito to the different parts of Luzon, even Pampanga, inabot na tayo nung ating ang tinatawag natin po doon ay phreatomagmatic eruption. Ito po ba ay po pwedeng maka-exacerbate doon sa nararanasan natin ngayon na COVID-19 virus? Kasi 'di ba ano din to, respiratory. Opo.
Yes po. Yes po, no? Magandang tanong 'yan. Yes, it could be an added risk, no, sa atin, no? Kasi nga it affects itong mga the smog, the fog na nakukuha natin because of the volcanic eruption. It affects our respiratory tract system, no? So ang COVID-19 din, ito rin ang ating primary naapektuhan niya, no? And then yung ating immune system kasi is maapektuhan, and of course pag affected yung ating immune system, ito yung inaatake ng virus, right? Okay, so we become vulnerable. So the more yung ating risk to have or to be infected would be higher. So nakakalungkot nga na during this pandemic that we have in COVID-19, kung magkakaroon pa tayo ng volcanic eruption, parang yan dalawang hazard and risk yan that we will really be facing. Okay, so kailangan talagang mag-ingat.
Okay, so doble ingat, kaya ang sinasabi natin po, Doktora, is instead of the regular mask, we need to wear yung N95 masks, lalo na kapag nandun kayo sa area ng Taal.
Yes, ito yung more than ever na kailangan talagang yung N95 because aside from talagang protection din ito sa COVID virus, yung sa dust, lalo yung sa mga pollutants na galing dito sa volcanic eruption, importante yung N95 na kailangan gamitin. So it will protect both, no? Yung sa eruption na ashes at saka itong COVID-19 virus.
Okay, naalala ko, Taal was also instrumental for the Philippines first experience or kumbaga malawakan na experience ng paggamit ng face mask, 'di ba? Doon tayo nagsimula and then nag-continue na dire-diretso. Opo.
Yes, tama.
Opo. Doc, binanggit mo po kanina na we have to really take care of our immune system para maiwasan natin yung mga virus at saka maiwasan natin talaga na magkasakit. That's why ever since nagse-celebrate na tayo ng Nutrition Month. Pero for everyone, lalong-lalo na for those watching from abroad, bakit tayo at ano yung Nutrition Month celebration natin? Bakit meron tayo ng Nutrition Month? Kasi 'di ba parang it's an ordinary thing. Nutrition should be an everyday thing para sa atin. Pero why is the Philippines having a special celebration for this?
Yes, tama yan, no? Itong Nutrition Month kasi ay isang taunang celebration na ito kasi ay merong presidential decree related to this, PD 491 for Nutrition Act of the Philippines, wherein pinapalaganap natin yung mga kaalaman at kalahalagan ng tamang nutrisyon. Okay, at ayon dito sa batas, yung National Nutrition Council yung inaatasan na manguna sa pagsasagawa nitong taunang selebrasyon na ito. Ngayon, ang Department of Health, malaki rin ang role niya rito kasi nga ang DOH ang naatasang maging chair nitong ating regional, yung National Nutrition Council, yung committee at the regional level, syempre ako yon, no, as the regional director, at kasama syempre yung National Nutrition Council din ng NCR. At syempre marami tayong mga activities na inilaan para nga i-celebrate itong okasyon na ito. And ituloy-tuloy ko na, no, yung ating kasi yung theme natin, kasi gusto nating emphasize dito yung first 1,000 days, no, ng bata na nag-uumpisa yung pagbubuntis hanggang sa 2 years ng bata. And ang tema ngayon is malnutrition, patuloy na labanan, first 1,000 days tutukan. So yon, binibigyan natin ng emphasis itong first 1,000 days kasi ito yung sinasabi natin parang golden window, no, para doon na opportunity para sa bata. Ito yung period na kailangan talagang maalagaan yung kanyang nutrisyon para siya ay lumaking malusog at matalino. So very important itong period na to.
Tama yan, Doktora, kasi even for share ko lang po sa inyo, Caritas Philippines is just launched nung Independence Day, June 12, yung atin pong isa sa mga Alay Kapwa Legacy Stewardship Programs natin ay tinatawag po na Alay Kapwa Pinoy Pamilya Time. Ibig sabihin, kasi kung minsan po, 'di ba, yung pagtutok natin sa malnutrition is only for the children, for the kids, pero nakakalimutan natin that the whole family is actually in need of proper nutrition. Di ba po? So, Caritas Philippines has launched that program for the whole family para po din tulungan and of course ma-ensure na yung first 1,000 days ng bata ay talagang mabibigyan ng tutok. Pero gaano yung sinasabi ninyo kanina na golden window of opportunity, gaano ito ka-importante na naiintindihan po lalo na nung ating mga nanay, yung mga lalo na magbubuntis pa lang o nagbabalak na magkaanak, gaano ito ka-importante at ano yung magiging parang kung sa nation building, ano yung magiging impact nito sa atin?
Yes, tama yan, no. Napakahalaga para sa isang buntis, no, na malaman niya na sa umpisal pa lang ng pagbubuntis niya, syempre doon nabubuo yung bata, right? Okay, so siya, malaki ang role niya na kailangan din tamang nutrisyon, tamang pagkain ang kanyang kainin para siya ay maging malusog, yung buntis, yung nanay, at para yung bata sa kanyang sinapupunan ay mabigyan din ng tamang nutrisyon. Okay. At siyempre yung mga kailangan pang gawin ng buntis like yung prenatal check-up para mag-guide siya properly, no, kung ano yung gagawin. And tapos siyempre habang lumalaki kasi yung baby sa kanyang sinapupunan, siyempre yung nutrition niya would really depend on the intake of the mother. Okay, tapos paglabas naman ng baby, okay, siyempre yung pinopromote natin yung breastfeeding. Okay, kasi yun ang pinaka-best na food for the baby hanggang 6 months siya. Dapat, especially 6 months, no, yung sinasabi natin exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life ng baby. And yun yung napaka-nutritious kasi nung breast milk. Okay. At yun, kapag yung mga bata na fully breastfed, lumalabas talaga na mas malusog sila. Okay. And then, at malayo sa infection kasi nakakatulong sa pag-develop ng immune system din ng bata. Okay. Tapos, after 6 months, although pwede pa rin tuloy-tuloy, syempre yung pagpapasuso, up to 2 years, pwede pa rin breastfeeding. No? But after 6 months, kailangan na yung dagdag na mga pagkain. So dapat maganda rin, importante na malaman ng nanay kung ano yung mga dapat niyang ipakain na masustansya dun sa kanyang baby para lalaki siya na talagang malusog at maganda rin matalino. Okay, kasi syempre gusto natin hindi lang malusog kundi matalino na anak. Okay, so yun po, it's a process, no? It's the entire period na aalagaan ang nutrisyon umpisa sa nanay hanggang sa bata. Okay. Yun po.
Doc, kasi 'di ba gustong-gusto din natin ng mga anak na mga bibo, 'di ba po? So dapat talagang dapat na kumbaga alagang-alaga yung mga nanay. So gaano po kahalaga na merong regular na prenatal check-up yung nanay, lalong-lalo na kapag 'di ba on the way para to delivery ika nga nung kanilang mga anak.
Yes, yung prenatal check-up kasi both ang yung concern natin doon, both the mother and the baby sa kanyang sinapupunan. So, yung nanay, matignan kung meron ba siyang mga sakit in the process na nagbubuntis, di ba? Kasi marami dyan, magkakaroon ng pre-eclampsia, yung hypertension. So, kailangan maagapan yon at yung pagpapacheck up, mabibigyan siya ng tamang advice at kung anong kailangang gawin para manatili siyang malusog yung nanay. Pati na doon yung proper nutrition. And then at the same time, nag-check up din yung bata sa sinapupunan niya. So makikita kung mabilis pa rin yung malusog yung bata kasi syempre yung nag-check up din yung kanyang heartbeat and then malalaman kung kasi sa pagpapacheck up, lalo kung syempre karamihan naman ng aking mga clinics, merong mga ultrasound, nakikita kung malakas yung bata. Okay, so nalalaman doon kaagad kung merong kailangang dapat gawin, kung halimbawa nakikitang humihina yung pintig ng puso ng baby, maaagapan kaagad. So pareho yan na naaalagaan, both the mother and the child.
Mm-hmm. Isa pa, Doc, kasi 'di ba sinasabi natin I remember nung nag-give birth ako, isa sa mga talagang sinabi sa akin ng ospital na hindi ko po pwedeng hindi gawin before ako lumabas is yung newborn screening. Ano naman yung kahalagahan po nito at saka ano yung mga po pwede nating makita with the screening?
Okay. Yung sa newborn screening, yes, napakahalaga din yan kasi dyan nalalaman kung merong mga congenital defects, mga pwedeng habang bata pa makita na mga na-inherit din niya sa mother at saka yung mga metabolic diseases na makikita para maagapan. Okay? Nagtitest dyan sa newborn screening na yan. At kasi kung late na siya na determine is siyempre baka hindi na maagapan pa at lalo siya na mas mahirapan habang siya ay malaki. So kailangan prevention. The newborn screening is a preventive measure to be able to determine yung pwedeng existing metabolic diseases niya, no? At nang magawa na kaagad yung dapat ibigay sa kanya na pag-aalaga.
Okay. Doc, isa pa, another thing pala. Kasi 'di ba sinasabi natin pag nakalabas na yung baby, na-deliver na dito na ngayon magsisimula. Sabi mo po kanina dapat 6 months talagang lang yon, breastfeeding, walang iba. Pero after that, po pwede na bang pakainin yung baby natin ng ibang pagkain? Kailan siya po pwedeng mag-intake ng solids pagkatapos kasi 'di ba kung minsan mahirap pakainin yung mga bata lalo na ng mga gulay, yung mga sinasabi natin na nutritious na pagkain. So papaano may strategy po ba para kumain sila ng ayon sa gusto natin?
Okay. Yes, sabi ko nga after 6 months, pwede nang bigyan niya ng mga supplemental food. Okay, and we would still advise yung mga natural food, kagaya mga gulay, kagaya kalabasa, patatas, pero kailangan mong yung durugin, no? Kasi syempre hindi pa naman niya malulunok yon ng buo. So i-mash nyo yan, and then meron din tayong mga bibili, syempre mga cereals, yung mga kwan talaga pang baby, specific for a certain age group. Okay, so we have to be very careful na sinusunod natin yon kasi para tama at saka yung angkop doon sa kanyang pag-develop naman yung bata, no? Okay, so yun, and siyempre, hindi basta-basta na kahit na ano lang ipapakain mo. Kailangan yung yung pwede muna for that age group at yung properly prepared and dapat fresh, no? And yung clean yung preparation kasi dyan din pumapasok yung infection, yung improper preparation of the food. Kaya nga actually sinasabi yung breast milk talaga is the best food for the baby kasi walang gaanong preparation yun at talagang napaka-fresh yun. Unlike pag yung mga mga powdered milk, milk formula, ang daming prosesong dinadaanan. Kailangan mo ilagay sa bottle, tapos pag hindi yun properly prepared or cleaned, doon pumapasok yung infection. So, ito yung reason why we really are promoting exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life of the baby. Kasi aside from it's the best food for the baby, less prone to infection because less ang preparation na kailangan in the part of the mother.
Yes, tama yun, Doc. Pero di pa meron ding emotional and at some point psychological preparation yung mother kasi not everyone is also ready kahit sinabi mong may 9 na buwan kang nag-prepare para dun sa paglabas ng baby. Pero kung minsan, di ba, affected ba noon, Doc, yung emotional or psychological state ng nanay, yung kakayahan niya na makapag-provide ng breast milk?
Yes, tama ka dyan, ano? Kasi lalo pag first timer siya, no, na nanganak, kailangan mo talaga siyang i-prepare din dahil minsan alam mo na hindi nila alam kung paano breastfeed ng baby. At pag hindi tama kasi yung position, syempre hindi makakuha ng tamang yung amount ng gatas ng baby.
At saka masakit.
So, masakit, yes, tama yun. Minsan masakit. So, pag ganon, feel ng mother, ayun, naapektuhan siya emotionally rin na parang, parang ayoko na. But at the same time, syempre gusto niyang i-breastfeed. So yun yung nagtatalo-talo yung isip niya. So kailangan talaga ng may counseling din on the part of the mother. Kaya nga, check up bago siya manganak and even after na manganak na siya, kailangan pa rin magpapacheck up siya for proper counseling and then kasama na din yung baby. Kasi pag magpapacheck up siya, kasama na rin niya dapat yung baby. Okay.
Yes, correct. Okay, speaking of parang support system natin para sa nanay at saka sa baby, ano naman po yung maitutulong nung ating mga leaders like sa community, yung mga barangay captain natin, di ba meron tayong mga barangay health workers, yung barangay nutrition scholars, tapos syempre nandun yung city health or municipal health offices natin, sina mayor. So ano yung tulong nila na po pwedeng maibigay sa atin with not only with the program, ano po yung sa nanay at saka sa baby, but the whole of the nutrition programs that we have?
Okay, tama yun. Napakalaki ng role ng ating mga local officials, no, from the barangay to the municipal and then provincial. Kasi yung yung suporta na lang nila, no, para ipalaganap itong mga magagandang impormasyon, mahalagang impormasyon tungkol sa proper nutrition, di ba, sa kanilang mga constituents. And then, syempre, yung pag-organize ng kanilang mga nutrition council at all levels. Merong dyan mga nutrition action officers na kailangan mag-designate sila noon, tapos na yun yung mangunguna dito sa pagpapalaganap talaga nitong mga information at saka mga IEC materials para sa kanilang mga constituents, no, nang sa ganon kasi mas susunod kasi ang mga tao kapag naiintindihan, okay, yung ating mga pinapagawa, the importance of our advocacy. They need to understand that para sila talaga'y susunod, di ba? So, yung advocacy part na yan, napakahirap gawin, but at the same time with the help of everyone, cooperation of everyone, no, malaking magagawa natin po yan.
And ano naman po, Doc, yung po pwedeng maitulong sa atin ng mga non-government organizations, civil society, even ng academe po, yung mga, syempre, alam na natin na talagang, kumbaga, mandated yung mga national government agencies tsaka LGUs. Pero itong mga outside of the government, paano po tayong makatutulong, even the church, para suportahan yung atin pong Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition?
Yes, tama, no? Nabanggit mo yung PITAN, the Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition, na ito ay kailangan maisa katuparan sa pagtutulong ng lahat, no? At kasi hindi kaya ito ng isang ahensya lang, hindi lang ng DOH, ng NNC, no? Pero lahat po dito tulong-tulong, as the whole of society approach ang importante na ipalaganap, no, yung at mag-invest doon sa first 1,000 days na itong ating theme for this Nutrition Month for this year. So may kanya-kanyang role doon ang bawat ahensya at bawat partners, but pinaka-common doon na role talaga ay yung in disseminating the right information, advocating for the different activities that needs to be done, and para nga lahat ay maintindihan itong ating advokasya nitong importance of the first 1,000 days ng baby. Okay, so yun po.
At ito din po yung hinihiling natin siguro na suporta, Doc, para doon sa ating mga nasa media, nasa communication, ito din yung kailangan nating suporta.
Yes, sa ating mga kasamahan naman, kagaya sa inyo na ating partners from the media, meron tayong sinasabing yung abakada na gusto nating ipa-promote, pa-advertise, lahat po. Ano itong abakada na ito? Una, yung alagaan natin yung buntis. Okay. And then, yung B is breastfeeding kay baby. Okay. Yung K is complementary feeding na sapat. Okay, at saka yung D, dapat lahat suportado ang PIPAN. Okay, so kumbaga yung ating diniscuss kanina andito na napapaloob ditong abakada na ito. So napakadaling tandaan, no? Ulitin ko lang, alagaan ng buntis, breastfeeding kay baby, complementary feeding na sapat, at saka dapat lahat suportado ang PIPAN. So abakada. We really hope na matulungan niyo po kami sa pag-promote at pag-advocate nito.
Yan, nakakatuwa naman, Doc, na madami tayong mga programa pala to ensure the proper nutrition ng ating mga bata and of course ng ating mga nanay, and hopefully we will be able to really have a more holistic program or strategy para yung buong pamilya ang ating matutulungan, not only doon sa ating paglaban sa malnutrition or not only doon sa first 1,000 days na kailangan nating tutukan, but the whole of the family. Sana ay magkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon din na mabigyan ng pansin. But at any rate, maraming salamat, Dr. Gloria Balboa, para po sa pagkakataon muli na makasama namin kayo at ang Department of Health dito sa ating programa.
Okay, maraming salamat din.
Thank you so much. Nakasama po natin Regional Director Dr. Gloria Balboa ng DOH Metro Manila Center for Health Development. Caritas News on the Go will be back after some reminders.
Because we know how much you wanted to get the right information, we give it to you right here. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Accessible through your YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Caritas News on the go.
The church in the Philippines also made strides not only in direct divestment efforts, but all the more in challenging the big banks and financial institutions responsible for the continued use of coal in the Philippines.
A vision, ironically, that can only be realized by the work of our hands, by the creativity of our minds, and the commitment and passion of our hearts. The scientists, as our speakers have made clear, have spoken the truth to us and for us. Politicians and others in leadership have begun to take heed and are reconfiguring how we forge sustainable economies. Because this comes at a cost and a price, it meets resistance. You will find it, you are experiencing it, and we can no doubt expect that it will continue. But into this global reality, individual people have power, have choice, and when properly organized, pressure works. Collectively, in a sense, we are power plus. And that's where the campaign for divestment from fossil fuel comes in.
Because we know how much you wanted to get the right information, we give it to you right here. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Accessible through your YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. NASA Caritas Philippines News Updates. Caritas News on the go.